Yo, it's Ray Macdonald from 200 Stab Wounds. We're about to tour Australia with Dying Fetus.
Fantastic. Ray, thanks for joining us today, brother.
Yeah, man, happy to be here.
Yeah, as you say, 200 stab wounds hit Australia and New Zealand in around a month for a run of shows with Dying Fetus, starting in Auckland on December the 5th, before hitting Christchurch, Wellington, Adelaide, Hobart, Melbourne, Sydney, and finishing in Brisbane on December 14th. So it's not too long now, brother. You're packed and ready to go.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, I did pack ahead of time because I know it's y'all's summer and it's our winter. So all the stuff that I was gonna put away for the next year, I just put in a bag, ready to ready to come over there. So yeah, I actually am packed and ready to go. I'm very excited.
Smart, man. It's a pretty brutal run of shows, mate. You got 8 gigs in 10 days. Like, doesn't leave much time to smell the roses while you're here.
Yeah, I'm still hope we'll be able to see some like cool stuff and get to have some fun. But I mean, it's still gonna be awesome either way, like being able to go over there and play for everybody. So looking forward to it.
Nice. And this is going to be your first time touring Australia, mate. So I guess the big question is, why have you neglected us for 6 bloody years?
Man, just trying to get the offer right, our schedules right, you know, flights over there are so long and expensive that we just gotta, make sure everything works out for us and works out for y'all and stuff. And when we got the offer for Dying Fetus, it's just everything was perfect, lineup, and yeah, it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, sweet. So when you go to a new place like this, mate, like, do you do your research and talk to people that have been here before to find out what to expect, or would you rather just come in cold and say, hit me with your best shot?
I think there's like a mixture of both. I mean, we've always heard how awesome Australia is for like heavy music and how crazy everybody goes. So that's always nice. But as far as like anything other than that, I think it's kind of cool to like just go there and just see what happens. Let everything be a new experience because you can read a bunch of stuff and it's always going to be different for everybody. So I might as well just get my own experience, naturally.
Yeah, nice. And the other side of that coin, bro, is people over here have got no idea what to expect from you either. So run us through a typical 200 stab wounds live show and what we can expect.
Ripping songs like heavy, groovy stuff. Us drinking a couple beers on stage. Just having a good ass time, going out, hanging out in the bar afterwards with everybody. We like meeting our fans, so we'll be out there hanging out with everybody, watching Dying Fetus. So it's gonna be awesome.
No, it's a pretty brutal double package with yourselves and Dying Fetus. Like, have you toured with them before, or is this going to be your first time?
Yeah, this is we've played with them before. We did a tour with them in the U.S. and it was just a great time. They're great dudes. Their team are like really great dudes. We all got along really well. So yeah, like I said, when they hit us up, it was pretty much like a no-brainer to do it with them.
Yeah. So does being on the road with another brutal band like yourselves like keep you on top of your game to an extent? Because you know what they're going to bring every night. So you got to make sure that you don't lag behind a little bit, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're the legends. They're like arguably one of the heaviest band, if not the heaviest band ever. So, watching them and knowing that we have to set the stage for them every night makes us definitely want to push our game up for sure.
Yeah. 200 Stab Wounds have only been a band for about 6 years, mate, but you've already built a global fan base and you've been hit with accolades such as death metal legends in waiting. Like, well, what is it about you guys you think you do differently within the death metal genre that makes you stand out?
We like are not afraid to add, different elements of different, genres into what we're doing. If it makes it heavy and if it makes it flow, we'll do it. We're not willing or we're not afraid to like try new things, and I think that like really speaks like volumes for like our music, and it shows when you listen like to the like other bands that are coming out around the same time. We're pretty different from all of them. We're all heavy. We're all doing our own thing, but I think we stand out because of that. Like putting clean guitars, putting melodies, all that kind of stuff. It really I think it makes us stand out a little bit.
Yeah. So far, you've released two albums, with the most recent being Manual Manic Procedures in 2024, mate. So, how has your sound grown and developed from your debut Slave to the Scalpel in 2021 through to Manual Manic Procedures?
Yeah, like adding, like I said, like new elements of, clean guitars, trying different vocal styles out, trying different themes on lyrics and stuff. That kind of like really, was like experimented with on that album.
Mhm.
There's an
And,
instrumental song even on, you know, on Manual that there wasn't on before. So,
and do you think you're the sort of band that you're going to keep experimenting the whole time, or are you going to? Do you reckon you'll find your sound and sort of stick to that and just go a little bit outside of it eventually?
I guess time will only tell. I mean, this next album, we're definitely gonna be experimenting again with like new stuff, trying new stuff out, see how it goes. Um, I guess, yeah. I mean, if we get to a point where we, have a formula that we like are really happy with, we'll probably stick to it. But I think it's always nice to like progress as a band and always try new things, as long as it's still true to who the band is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned trying different things like your clean guitars and stuff like that that isn't often done in the death metal genres. Like things like that, like do you actually sit down as a band and try and come up with ideas that are a bit different, or does that sort of something that more naturally comes when you're just messing about and you stumble onto something?
Yeah, yeah, just more like something. Personally, for me, it's like just stumbling upon something. If I am just like even on an acoustic guitar, I'd be like, man, this would kind of be like a sick intro, or like messing around with like different chords and stuff, being like, this would be kind of cool. Like even with effects like reverb and delay, reverse delays and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. Even adding harmonies, like three-part harmonies, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, just messing around and being like, yeah, if this could like make, make it unique, and it really add something to the song, I think it's cool to do that. But yeah, usually just messing around is the best way, I think, to figure out those experimental type things.
Yeah, sweet. Now, before I let you go, bro, I've got a new segment I've started called Photo Bombs. So basically, I've trolled through your social media before we've had a chat, and I've found some photos I want to know a little bit more about. So you guys are going to see firsthand pretty soon that bands in Australia don't do anywhere near as much traveling as you guys. But this looks like a palace to us, man. Like, what the hell? Is that just for you?
Oh my God, no,
Is that
okay,
just
I'll
for you
tell you
guys?
what. I'll tell you what. When I first saw that, I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever!" Right?
Yeah.
It looks super luxurious, and let me tell you what. That thing. Okay, with a little context, there was about going to be 28 people on that bus.
Wow.
Right. So the all four bands, all the crew, we were all going to be on there, right? And of course, like you hear, like, oh, you guys are going to do a bus share. You're going to be on a bus. It's going to be awesome. You get a driver. You don't have to drive yourself. There's a bathroom, whatever. We're thinking, oh my God, we're like Slayer. This is going to be incredible. You get on the bus. It is not as luxurious as you think it is. It's that's actually a double decker, so it's like two floors, and each one is like. So I'm 6'2", so I'm a fairly tall guy. I
Yeah.
had to like really, really squat in there to get around, and I was getting kind of claustrophobic.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's
wow.
still awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. Go to tour in a bus and stuff, but I mean, yeah,
Not as good as
from
what
the
it
outside, it looks a lot. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I mean,
All
especially if
right.
you got 28 people.
Yeah,
There's only
another
so
for
many
like
seats down.
28 people is that's like 14 per level. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. And I found one more here too, bro. Like I'm not judging at all, but this is a whole lot of awesomeness in one pink box.
Yeah, we were walking around. We had a off day in New York, so we went to FAO Schwartz, the toy store that was in like Home Alone and stuff. And yeah, they had a huge Barbie section. It was funny, and we found that. We're like, dude, let's be some Barbies.